Hey, you try to get over, you're gonna go under. What that fool say? I said you try to get over, you gonna go under. Literally, it's 30-30, man. I ain't got time to be wasting time on slow posts. I want y'all to get open like the ocean. Brothers be bugging like...
What up, everybody? Welcome to the show. I'm Will. He's Shaw.
What it do?
We got Brian over there. What up, Brian?
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing?
Good, good.
Making it happen, bro. One day at a time.
How was your weekend, guys? What'd you do? I want to hear some action. What'd you guys do?
It was a good weekend for the Florida sports. That's for sure.
Right. That was like a sweep. Didn't you post something that was like a sweep? Like every Miami team won.
Yeah.
Right?
And even a fighter. We got a guy fighting for us out there.
No, yeah, man. Like, if you're a fan of South Florida sports in any way, shape, or form, this was the weekend.
Yeah, we're popping right now, bro.
To really enjoy yourself, man. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I've been saying, I haven't really said it, but the Miami Heat have been putting everybody on notice since the first game of the season.
Since the first game. Number one. Notice.
One. So at the end of the day, just let everybody be on notice at this point right now. Like, if you're not aware of what's going on, wake up, bro, because we're coming. We're not scared of no teams, man. We're taking everybody down. But hey, this weekend, Miami Dolphins, first win of the season.
Yep.
Jorge Masvidal, bro. Respect to Nate Diaz, man, but you got your ass whooped, homie. And so what was the other one? Oh, that University of Miami, man. I'm so proud of that team, bro. They have been coming through 3 straight wins. Solid team win last week when everybody thought they were down. We came back. We took it. FSU? FS who? Where y'all at now, huh?
My Florida State.
Where's all that shit talk at? Let me hear it. I don't hear anything. I didn't hear anything today.
And the Panthers won also over the weekend, right?
Yeah.
There's some Florida Panther action.
Yeah, you could go about that. I'm not a big hockey guy. I got to get a little
the
more into
Panthers
it.
win
Yeah,
too?
the Panthers won also.
And the Dolphins. The Dolphins off
won.
the schneid.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I don't know if I'm too happy about that
mixed
one.
feelings, right? Because, we're taking a step back in the tank race.
You embracing the tank, or what are we doing over here, bro? Come on. Now we're definitely going to get the second or third pick,
I
man.
think I saw on ESPN this morning that Miami still has the highest odds out of all the teams, even though the Bengals are currently in first place. And like currently, I think the Dolphins are fourth or third, definitely behind the Bengals, and the Redskins are ahead of us because the Redskins haven't had a bye yet. They're, but
the Redskins beat us.
Right, but they're still ahead of us in the
ranking thing?
Right, in the ranking. Because I think they're 1-8 and we're 1-7. I think that's why, because they haven't had their bye.
Okay, and then we do play Cincinnati.
And we play Cincinnati. So from an odds perspective, the Dolphins still have the top odds to get the first pick. But they got off the schneid. They beat the Jets. I mean, the Jets just suck.
Yeah, they didn't. I mean, I suppose Adam Gase was going to come and put it to the Dolphins.
The Jets are always fucking with us, man. They're always trying to fuck with our mojo. Even like when we're trying to lose, they don't let us lose. We're trying to win.
At the end of the day, though, man, I love
the ultimate enemy, dude.
Seriously,
I love the fact that the team came through and put it to Adam Gase, because like I am really not an Adam Gase fan. I never liked how he was down here with our players, our team, the way he acted, the way he spoke to Stephen Ross before he left. Supposedly, from what I heard, very disrespectful gentleman for a man that's really done nothing in the coaching ranks except been a supposed quarterback whisperer, bro.
I have an Adam Gase clip actually when they asked him post press conference if this was an embarrassing loss. So let me play it real quick.
Oh, let's hear that.
Let's see if I can pull this up.
I mean, it's the NFL, man. It's the NFL. You can't be embarrassed by this shit.
What is not? Does this win validate the loss decision for you?
I don't know. I'm not going to answer that. It's ridiculous.
Thanks, everyone.
So I mean, Adam Gase, I mean, he's just like at this point.
Oh, nice. Shredding it with the soundboard.
So Adam Gase. Adam Gase at this point. I mean, he was never a coach that the players seemed to resonate with, right? He just things seem to fall flat. He's just kind of a monotone guy. He's not a guy that really gets players amped up.
I'll give him one thing. He's good at hiring assistants.
Yeah.
Like when he was down here, got Vance Joseph his first year. Vance Joseph goes his next year and coaches the Texans. He's a head coach for 3-4 years. I'm just saying he's got Greg Williams on as his defensive coordinator. That guy could have been a head coach this year. People were
Who are we talking about right now?
Adam Gase.
That's the only
Who's
thing I'll
he the
give him.
coach
The head
for?
coach of the Jets.
Head coach of the Jets.
All right.
Yeah, just so you know.
That's not a Miami team.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying he was a Miami coach. He was our coach last year.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all
Oh, he was?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
our coach last year. Now
Now
he's
he-
the coach of the Jets.
What, we traded him for Fitzpatrick?
Nah, he got fired, and the Jets
fired
like
him.
acted like they hired somebody special
Yeah.
by hiring our shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what they always do. Every time the Dolphins drop somebody, the Jets pick them up. Every time.
Yeah.
Look it up. Like we drop an offensive lineman, the Jets pick them up.
Yeah.
Or the
Yeah,
Bills
we
pick them up.
We picked up their quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, we got Fitzpatrick now. And we took.
Bro,
we
are
took
you see whose team was he on last year? Are you joking?
well, he was on the
Are you all
Bucks, but
joking
before
right now?
the Bucks,
Come on.
he was on the
Who-
Jets. Come
okay,
on.
no, but we're not.
Come on,
Jets.
Shot.
Okay,
And they
but
were
who's he
good.
on before the Jets? The Bills. Who was he on before the Bills? Like another team. I mean, he's been
Yeah,
on
me and
like
Will
10
were talking
different
about it.
teams.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier.
That doesn't even count. Like the
And-
Jets
and-
never
and
really.
don't
They
act-
gave him
I
money.
just like that guy's beard.
They gave
That's
him a
why
lot
I
of
know
money.
he
And
is.
don't act like we didn't ride Pennington to a AFC division title, right?
Well, did he not ride with us? I mean, it was a very. We had a very easy schedule
it
that
was,
year.
it was a mutual.
We need a
We
quarterback.
both needed that.
We needed each
relationship.
other at that
We
time.
haven't
It
had a
worked out.
quarterback since
Since Marino.
Dan Marino.
Facts. I mean, nobody can. Nobody.
Keep the jersey. Keep
Nobody
the
can
jersey.
deny that, bro. But you know what? If we wanted to compete this year, you know who's looking kind of good right now that we let go? Ryan Tannehill. He's looking pretty solid.
And just seeing the Patriots Ravens game, man, I wish we would have drafted Lamar Jackson. We had the chance, and apparently Stephen Russ wanted to draft Lamar Jackson that year. Remember,
Fucking Adam Gase.
He was the last pick in the first round.
Mhm.
Stephen Ross wanted him. Adam Gase
Adam
said
Gase
no,
didn't.
or that was the rumor.
I really
Chargers
want to
last
see,
year.
bro. I really want to see what this coaching staff and our general manager and all these guys do with this draft and these picks. If these guys land these picks, because I like what they're doing. They picked up some young talent like Taco Charlton. They picked up that guy Nademichi or whatever from Arizona. They picked up two solid defensive ends that were top picks in their draft classes for nothing. They were thrown out for nothing. Taco Charlton has got like 5 sacks since he's been with us.
Yeah, he's been
okay,
playing good.
like if they can make these young guys do their thing, they draft well. Yo, the Dolphins are gonna be all right.
Yeah, he's playing good. Let's go right into Dolphins talk, just since we're on the topic.
Yeah.
Dolphins beat the Jets 26-18. Ryan Fitzpatrick, great game, 24-36, 288 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks, balled out straight up. Preston Williams, coming out game for him. 5 receptions, 72 yards, 2 touchdowns. Probably could have had more, but he got injured. He was out of the game for a little bit, came back in. Mike Gesicki, this was really also a big game for him. This was his biggest game of his career so far. We've been waiting for this game for Mike Gesicki.
It's unfortunate we had to spend such a high draft pick to see him now to start balling, you
Yeah.
know, to some extent. But whatever, it is what it is. I hope he can turn it around and start playing well.
Yeah, I mean, it was against the Jets, but here, 6 receptions, 95 yards. That's great. That's exactly what you want to see out of him because he's not the best blocker. He's a pure receiving tight end, so
Yeah.
you want to see him involved in the passing game. Devontae Parker, 4 receptions, 57 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, I like those 2 wide receivers,
I hope we
Preston
keep
Williams
these
and
guys.
Devontae Parker, both on the edges. That's a great tandem.
At least for the next 2 years, these two, we'll be saving some money because I think Devontae Parker signed. I think he is this year, and then next year I think he's a player option, or if not, it's a guaranteed contract. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna want to go anywhere, man. He's really looking solid.
Yep.
He's really looking like the guy they drafted.
Yep. On the rushing side, Mark Walton, 12 attempts, 29 yards. Not much going on there, but it really wasn't his kind of game. Nothing for the running game in general there.
Look at Kenyon Drake, man. Look what he did.
Yeah, I mean, he balled. He balled.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah. On the Jets side of things, Sam Darnold, 27-39, 260 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. This still looks lost out there, right? I mean, still seeing ghosts out of the New England game a few weeks later.
You just when you don't have an offensive line, man, and you're not a veteran quarterback like Ryan Fitzpatrick that can make it happen and play on the fly. I mean, if you're a rookie, expected to be protected like you were in college and stuff, you're not mobile. Sam Darnold's not mobile. You know, look at Josh Allen. Look at what he's doing in the Bills, bro. The guy's a solid 2-way quarterback, and he's doing his thing. Sam Darnold. It's unfortunate, but you need to have a good offensive line for a quarterback like that.
Yeah.
And they just don't. They just have good names that are nothing.
So the Finns get their first win of the year against the Jets. So we're happy about that, but we have mixed feelings, right? Because we do know that this is a lost season, right? This is not a season where we're trying to be competitive here. We know what the plan is. They're trying to tank for Tua. They're trying to get a top quarterback in the draft. I'm curious in what the majority of Dolphin fans' reactions are today after a win. It's such a weird feeling to feel kind of twisted, emotionally after a win like this against a division rival. How are you feeling today?
To be honest, I'm very indifferent about it.
Mhm.
If you're gonna embrace the tank, embrace the tank. I hope this, it would just suck if they started winning now and then they do what they do every year.
Because
And
they
then
got a
pack.
pretty soft schedule coming up, like
Yeah.
compared to the start of the year.
But let's just, stick to the plan. We got our win.
Yeah.
Let's do what we need to do to
That's
stay
it.
high in the draft.
One win, we're good now.
Yeah, man. All right, y'all did good. You beat the Jets. Adam Gase, congrats, man.
What was the score?
26-18.
to 18. It was a solid win. We've been showing that we could win these last few weeks. I don't mind losing
Yeah.
if we're gonna play this
Play
way.
competitive.
Just be competitive, guys. Like let's get this draft pick. Let's do what we need to do. Sign some fire free agents this summer that are gonna be good for this team,
Mm-hmm.
and let's make it happen. Let's just build this team the way this front office and this coaching staff
They
see
got
it.
such a nice stadium now too, man. That
Yeah,
Hard Rock
we got-
Stadium's baller.
this team is ready to make some moves, man. Like, we're going to be doing some things this summer.
We're a
It's going to
good
be very
destination.
entertaining free agency time for the Miami Dolphins this summer. Mark my words.
And I think also this is a good thing for player morale. I mean, these are professional players. They can't be part of a culture like this where they're just losing every single game, even though they're getting paid handsomely. You need
For the veterans.
for
For
the
the
sure,
veterans,
for the
especially.
veterans.
Whatever veterans are on the team and whatever guys like Minka Fitzpatrick that are some to that form. Minka Fitzpatrick just couldn't take this.
Yeah.
If he could have just stuck it through one more year, man, look how good this guy's playing. He's got 4 interceptions in 4 games. Like, he's a beast.
Yeah.
We knew what he could do, what he was capable of. He could have just waited 1 year. Next year, we would have really been doing something, and he
Yeah.
could have been a big part of that.
He's a baller.
Him and Howard and whatever, Rashard Jones 1 more year. Like, all these
Yeah.
guys team up one more time, and with a solid team that we're going to be building next year, because I really trust the staff. And Stephen Ross, he's going to be ready to spend some money this
Yep.
summer. He loves spending money.
I mean, Minko was a part of their long-term
mean,
plans.
what-
They said it. They didn't want to trade
We
him.
didn't.
And
I respect players in their game and stuff, man, but come on, guys, like, you're privileged, man. God bless you to be living your dream. You're in the NFL, man. Like, show a little patience, especially young guys, man. Like, come on. Give
Yeah.
your team a little bit of a shot.
I think the Minka situation just, spiraled out of control really quickly.
Yeah.
He wasn't happy with how they were using him and what schemes he was being put in. He has to be traded. As soon as that hit the wire, and as soon as they got a first-round pick offer, I mean, that was just like, okay, you don't want to be here as a first-round pick. And at the time, Pittsburgh was really, really bad. They looked like they were going to be could be potentially a top 5 pick. They had to make something happen there. But that was probably one the Dolphins didn't want to do, and they made the best out of that situation. All right, moving on to the Heat. Big game from the Heat playing the Rockets last night.
Big game.
Heat took it to the Rockets 129-100, and as much as a 29-point score sounds like, oh, we blew them out, it was even worse than that, right? I mean, you can never see like a score with that point differential and be like, it was not even that close. It's fucking weird.
Weren't we up by like 40 in like
Dude.
the first 5 minutes?
So
It's
I
pretty
have
crazy.
some stats here. This was one of the biggest first quarter margins in NBA history. At one point, the Heat were up 59-18 at one point, right? So it was just like a record-setting game for on a lot of fronts for the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler scored 18 points, had 9 assists. James Johnson scored 17 in his season debut for the Heat. Miami's now 5-1.
Realized he came back.
Yeah, he came back.
He balled.
Yeah, and he played really, really well. Miami's now 5-1, matching the best 6-game start in franchise history. Yeah, man. So
The year that we started this good, I think, was when we won the championship. The second one with LeBron and them, 2013. We started off 5-1. That was the last time we started off this well.
so the first quarter was we were up 46-14 after one, and that was a record-setting opening quarter for the Heat.
Yeah.
And it resulted in the third biggest lead after one quarter in the NBA's shot clock era, going back all the way to 1954. The only bigger leads after one quarter since the shot clock was put into place was when the Los Angeles Lakers led the Sacramento Kings 40-4 after one quarter. But that was in 1987. And the Baltimore Bullets, going back to the Baltimore Bullets, listen to this, the Kansas City Omaha Kings 45-12 in 1972. So this was a big deal.
Wow.
We whooped their ass, and
Definitely
we
a really crazy like anomaly.
Yeah.
It never happens.
Yep,
And we came out hot.
Yep, we put it to them.
There's really good chemistry on this team, man. These guys are just meshing super well. And
Absolutely. I mean, this is the perfect Pat Riley, Eric Spoelstra constructed team. You get like a bunch of culture guys that believe in working really, really hard. There's not a lot of ego. You have Jimmy Butler, who's like on the court, just like being that guy, that person that's like UD on the court right now, just like being that alpha dog that's going to tell everybody how much work to put in.
It's like the Alonzo Mourning era kind of.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's gritty. It's a gritty team. It's a gritty team.
Cycling era.
I mean, I said it last year. We were just missing a superstar.
Yeah.
You need that guy to close the game.
Is Jimmy Butler a superstar?
Jimmy Butler's a top 12 to 15 player in the NBA.
Yeah, I would say
He's not okay.
Is Damian Lillard status maybe?
No, Dame is better than Jimmy, but they're different players.
No, man, they're different players, bro. Jimmy Butler's gonna have
McCollum,
more of on a one man to one man
CJ.
one man impact. I think Jimmy Butler's more of a culture guy, more of an embracing. I'm not saying Damian Lillard isn't.
He definitely seems to influence the people.
He's a role model
for sure because he gets
Jimmy
he's the first one in the
he
gym.
either bumps heads or
Jimmy's
like in Minnesota, like they couldn't handle him over there,
Jimmy needs to be around a bunch of guys that just speak their mind, that are no nonsense type of people, that work hard. And what is that? Tell me what team does that the best? The Miami freaking Heat.
Yeah.
Okay. So at the end of the day, he's where he needs to be.
Yeah, that he came because of this culture and this work ethic. He buys right into it, and he sets the tone for everyone else. I mean, he's a bunch of young guys.
Yeah.
Something's working, that's for sure. They got rid of whatever wasn't working, and for some reason.
At the end of the day, though, bro, if you really want to succeed, you got to get the guys that you feel you need to help you get there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not about having just a bunch of stars and doing it that way. We are very good at finding diamonds in the rough. We need to pair that up with a little bit of superstar mentality and guys that are team players. And that's what they found in these guys.
Yeah.
How we plucked Kendrick Nunn from the Warriors. I'll always continue to repeat that. That was one of the best moves that you could have honestly done as a franchise.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna be with us for cheap for a while, and he's a potential star.
Yeah, what I love about this team is how just evenly spread out the the efficiency is, right, and the contribution. So you're looking at guys like we had Duncan Robinson last night, 8 for 12, 7 of 11 from 3-point range for 23 points.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the starting lineup. You got
How many people were in double digits?
So we had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in double digits last night. Yep. So we had Duncan Robinson, Miles Leonard.
Justice didn't even play last night.
Tyler Hero, Goran Dragic, and James Johnson, all in double figures.
And nobody's going to talk about him until he does something. I'm going to tell you something. Dion Waiters is going to come back and make some noise. He's going to play very well with this team. Yeah. I don't care what anybody says.
Swallowed his pride a little bit.
This kid has swallowed his pride. So from what I've heard and what I've read, that that meeting, his last meeting that he had with the Heat, he was very remorseful for his actions, and he feels bad about it and the things that he said. And he's paid his dues, man. Guy's ready to go.
You watched the game last night, and just out of the gate, you saw the energy. You saw Bam and Jimmy Butler just right away. They got into it. They just showed the hustle, and that set the tone for the entire game. But like seeing this contribution from guys like Miles Leonard, 21 points off 9 of 11 shooting. He was in the paint, doing these great dunks, getting feeds off Jimmy Butler. Bam, had this one play where he was just running down the court like a point guard, and he fed an alley-oop to Jimmy Butler.
Yeah,
this is a beautiful thing to see out of your power forward, right?
Yeah. I mean, you need to adapt to how the league changes, and we have a team that's capable of doing anything and at any time, half court, full court, whatever, press D, whatever we need to do, we could do it. And James Johnson, I applaud you, sir. That was a hell of a way to come back from all of this adversity and all this shit talk that everybody's been putting on you. Oh, he couldn't play because he's fat. Like, dude, fuck off. The guy came back and did his thing. Yep. Anybody should say anything else, they should just watch his play. When he wants to play and he's engaged, bro, we're a problem, and he's a problem.
So the Heat had 38 assists last night, so it's great to see they're really spreading the ball around.
Yeah.
Next up for the Heat, going on a road trip out to the West Coast. We played Denver Tuesday night, Phoenix on Thursday, and then it wraps up with the Lakers at the Staples Center on Friday night. That's going to be a huge game.
I can't wait.
That's going to be a huge game.
I really can't wait. I mean, that's going to be a big test. I'm going to say we might have a little bit of problem with their height because, we are not a supremely tall team.
And
you know,
the Lakers are feeling themselves
the
lately
Lakers
too.
Yeah.
are. Dwight Howard's been balling.
They lost that first game to the Clippers, but it went on a 5-game winning
Yeah.
streak since.
Dwight Howard's been balling.
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis is just a beast. 40
Yeah.
points, 22 rebounds in 3
And
quarters.
then just LeBron, he doesn't even have the ball. He just
Did you
there-
see what
it's
LeBron did the other day on a fast break? He got the ball from one side of the court. He's dribbling with the guys in front of him and everything.
That
You
was
think he's going to
ridiculous.
pass or something? He just
Yeah,
goes
he
into
pushed
down
him,
the lane
yeah.
and just jumps up and slams that shit and says, "Fuck you, I'm not old. Eat a dick.
guy's a
I'm going to slam it
monster.
on all you bitches. Fuck you."
Yeah.
Like, that shit was fucking gangster,
What was
bro.
amazing about that dunk, and maybe we can roll it into the clip here, was he dunks it and then the same momentum just swings
Yes,
back and
bro.
runs the other way. Just like, that was so G.
Dude, man, he's just, you know what, man?
You gotta tip your hat to
Hell,
LeBron. You
You
know,
know what? God damn it! Like I'm so like I'm such a fan of his, man. I don't care what anybody says. Be proud of what he did down here. We still got haters down here that hate on LeBron, bro. Seriously, shut up. You know, already it's been over. It's been done.
Yep.
We got a new team. We got new boys. We got a new thing ready to go down here. We're gonna be slapping some people up. And we're gonna slap the Lakers up when we see them on Friday.
Oh, I like
Mark
that.
my words.
I like that.
They ain't doing
So-
shit on us. They're
so-
gonna do shit against us, bro. And we're gonna get Anthony Davis in foul trouble. Take that man out of the game. What are they gonna do? Who the hell what do they got to stop us? What? Kyle Kuzma off the bench? It's all good. We'll have to justice ones on him in 2 seconds. Say something.
So, in your opinion, the Miami Heat.
Just kidding, guys. But it's gonna be a really good
We
game.
blow out the Rockets. We can go blow out the Lakers.
Yeah.
No. It's gonna be a really good game. We may, we're
on,
gonna.
on the road too. If we beat them, that'd be really
Keep it
That's
impressive.
our
humble, bro.
money.
Keep it humble.
But going
Yeah.
back to what you initially said, you feel like the Heat have put the entire league on notice. That's for sure.
Hell
We've
yeah.
everybody has definitely looked to the Heat and has said, okay, this team is for real. But
I
you
mean,
want
bro,
to tell the people.
I'm gonna say something right
Yeah.
now though, real quick. This is not. It's on topic, but watch when it comes to like that February time when players start getting dropped and these star players don't know where they want to go, and they're watch. If we even show them a little bit of interest, we're like a piece or two. We're like missing a small little piece here or there to really be a contender. Like to be a real problem. We're on notice right now. Y'all are on notice right now, but we're gonna be a problem. We're gonna be a problem if we add the next. We're just missing like a Chris Paul or like or one more little star that wants to come down here and work with us. And what we're doing, watch. We're gonna, man. I'm getting a little too ramped up, but I'm just saying, like, we're gonna be a real problem, which we are already, and it just might end up causing us depth issues. But bro, Tyler Hero, the Kendrick Nunn, like this kid Chris Silva, like everything that we're doing right now is just working. Like Miles Leonard popping off and shooting threes and
I really like Miles Leonard, man.
7 feet 2.
I really like
Tell
his
me he doesn't
game.
look a little bit like our boy Ian. He does a little bit. Tell me he doesn't look a little bit like him when I see him on the
I
court.
guess.
And I see his face sometimes.
Kind of
like,
has the moon-looking butt
right,
chin.
right,
face.
yeah, a little bit. But but either way, bro.
Shout
like,
out Ian. Shout out to Ian.
shout out my boy Ian, man. But I really like what he does. He stretches the floor, man. Like all our guys stretch the floor. Bam, everybody. Like you can't really guard us, like the way you could traditionally guard a team.
Yeah, it's a interesting team from a construction standpoint. We got length.
That's one thing I'm worried about, bro. That's what
we
I've been
got
saying.
length with Miles Leonard.
We need
right?
one more
with
seven-
Bam Adebayo,
One more
right?
7-footer, unless we keep Chris Silva regularly,
And
which
you
we're
got,
not
you
gonna.
got, and you got Kelly coming off the bench, and James Johnson's
Kelly
a lanky
can't play
dude.
defense,
no,
man.
he can't. You're right.
Kelly can't jump off the floor. Miles Leonard has no vert.
So you think we need like a defensive anchor?
We need a JaVale McGee. We need a Dwight Howard. We need that 7-footer to come off the bench and say, okay, you want to throw Dwight Howard in there? Okay, we're going to throw.
Adebayo's the closest
Boom.
thing we have to.
And Adebayo is not that guy. I love you, Bam, but you're not that guy to guard these guys yet. You're only like 6'10". Let's be real. You're not guarding 7'1" Dwight Howard, veteran. You're not stopping him, bro. He's going to slam it in your mouth.
And Dwight Howard is.
He's a man on a mission right
Yeah,
now, bro.
he's-
I wish that he
this
would
is
have.
comeback year, dude.
I wish that he could have like gotten out of the head a little bit and got him or Carmelo, bro. I'm telling you, Carmelo could still play.
I don't know about
He
that
could have had
Carmelo
Westbrook,
business.
Bro,
Carmelo,
no.
Chris
Hear me
Paul,
out.
everybody
No.
on our team.
On this topic, hear me out.
Okay,
Carmelo Anthony.
Make a case for Carmelo.
Make a quick
Sean.
case for Carmelo Anthony. You add that man to a team right now that can contend. That man, from what I've seen and what I've read and with the way he's speaking, he's ready. He's humbled himself. He's ready to come off the bench. He doesn't mind. He'll do whatever he needs to help a team win. And to tell me that guys like Jared Dudley and bro, like Alan Crabb, like, bro, come on. Like, you got these guys playing basketball, and you got Carmelo Anthony, a potential, a future Hall of Famer, first ballot. Like, you're not going to let this guy come back in the league for what? Because he was a little bit of like a ball hog and he wanted to be a starter? Like, come on, get over it, NBA. Like, let's give this guy a shot. How you going to let him just fade away like that? This man's ready to ball, bro. Give the guy a shot. Miami Heat, come on, man. Like, give the guy a chance. Like,
I do
somebody.
not see how Carmelo Anthony and Jimmy Butler would mesh, but maybe it's
Down
crazy.
bro,
enough
when
that
you-
it
when you
would
got-
work.
Look, Carmelo Anthony, No.
Bro, you throw Carmelo Anthony on the Lakers, you can't tell me he's not going to help them?
No, he's not.
You can't be a J.R.
gonna bring
Smith
him
type
down.
of player, bro.
Carmelo ain't going on the
To
bench.
pop those,
He ain't
yes,
coming off
he
the
is,
bench.
bro. Have you heard the way he's been talking?
He
the
ain't
way he's
coming
been
off the
speaking?
bench.
He already said he would publicly, bro.
I think he would
So
have
you're not.
to.
I'm speaking
Okay,
off
yeah,
facts.
well, he had to.
I'm speaking
3
off-
years ago.
But hey,
Yeah.
bro, you know what? Everybody makes mistakes. People, I think that's everybody.
delivery.
Yeah, food's here.
The chicken kitchen's here.
Everybody makes mistakes, man. You know, you can't let a guy like it's not like he he did some politically wrong or anything like that. He didn't do anything bad, bro. He was a little bit of a ball hog. Like, and he wanted to be a starter. He knows he can't be anymore, but he could still be an asset. That's all my point is.
The only hope you can make there is that the time away from the game has humbled him, and he's
Yeah.
ready to accept a role. And
Just give the guy an interview. If
Yeah.
he's not humbled, like I'm telling you that I'm pretty sure he is, then you know what? Yeah, you do what you got to do.
right now, I don't want to mess up a good thing.
Not
you know,
us
right?
necessarily. We need to give a big man a chance. But the Lakers, somebody like that, they need to get the Detroit Pistons. Yeah, they need to give somebody a chance like him.
Brian's happy about the chicken kitchen.
You know, the Bucks. Somebody that's going to the championship.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yep.
that has a core together, and they just need an extra little good solid veteran off the bench for that 3-point kick or that. You know, whatever. Like I
Yep.
think Carmelo could be good for that.
All right, so food's in. So let's give our last 2 cents each on this Heat team.
All right, Brian's hungry. So yeah, I'm excited, man. 5-1. You know, great start to the season. You know, we'll know at our next show just how we did on this 3-game road trip, right? And we'll see how we play against the Lakers on Friday. That's going to be a huge test.
Can't wait, man.
Yep.
I can't wait.
All right, moving on to the Hurricanes. Canes beat my Florida State Seminoles 27-10. Nice little back on track game for the Hurricanes. Shaw, you want to talk a little bit about it? We got Jaron Williams, 21 for 37, 313 yards, 2 touchdowns. DJ Dallas, 18 carries, 61 yards and a touchdown. Jeff Thomas, 84 yards and a touchdown. And D. Wiggins, your boy D. Wiggins, 74 yards, 1 touchdown. Tell me how you're feeling about the Canes after this performance.
There has been a lot of it's been a really up and down season for this team. I'm a big local guy, so I'm very big on University of Miami. I've been a fan since I've been a little kid, man. Like, I love these guys. I love this team. The way that they're responding to adversity, you know, these quarterback shifts between N'Kosi Perry and Jaron Williams, and Jaron Williams is hurt. They're responding to adversity so well. The way that they've been playing the last few weeks as a team gives me a lot of hope that for this, you know, I just feel very positive about this coaching staff. I'm very happy with what they're doing. You know, the way that they played against FSU this weekend, it was beautiful to see. You know, a rivalry game. You go up there it's serious. No matter what the records are, it's serious.
Definitely.
And they came in and just killed it. Like, you know, on all aspects of the game. This guy Gregory Rousseau, remember this name. If you don't know who he is, this man is going to be a terror when he gets to the NFL. He's a redshirt freshman. This guy has 12 sacks on the season. He became a starter the 3rd game of the season. This man already has 12 sacks, tied for the league in the nation. Tied for the lead in the nation.
Mm-hmm.
He is a problem. Our defensive line is a problem. Our defense is back to being top 5 status in the nation right now. You know, I'm not going to put anybody on alert or nothing like that. But this team, we gained some recruits this weekend. I'm not going to get into specific names and stuff, but that was a big game. A lot of big recruits came to this game for Florida State that were flip-flopping to us.
Anytime you can win on the road,
yeah,
is great. But then you win on the road against your rival. Your in-state rival at Doak Campbell Stadium, right? That's a special win, no matter what.
So many players. They have a lot of players that are entwined between FSU and Miami that don't know what to do, and we got them. We got them with this game, bro. We said something to these recruits that this team does not give up. This team is about doing something. We're not how we were with the past regimes. Even Mark Richt, thank you for everything you've done. You got us a practice bubble. Everything we've got is. Our facilities have been improved tremendously because of Mark Richt. I really thank him for everything he did, but we just had no heart, and now we do. And I think we're really going to be a problem, and it's starting to become more of a noticeable problem. And they really showed out this weekend. It was a beautiful win.
You're talking about heart. They got DJ Dallas back, and Manny Diaz said after the game that DJ Dallas is the heart and soul of that team. So that's a big deal.
Mark Richt, I thank him for getting DJ because he was flat between us and the Bulldogs. And when Mark Richt left the Bulldogs, he brought DJ with him. And DJ's been a big U guy, bringing other recruits, trying to get other guys to come. Other recruits have said that DJ was a big time reason I came down here.
Yep.
Jeff Thomas, I really got to give this guy props. He was suspended. He's only supposed to be suspended for like one game. I think he ended up being suspended for 2. Maybe 3, but he came back and really showed out, 4 receptions for 84 yards, 21 yard per catch average, with a touchdown. Dude, like, congrats, Jeff. Like, you really showed out this game, and we just really came together and did what we needed to. I'm very proud of this team, and I think we're going to hopefully make a bowl game this year, and the next year we're going to get some recruits and really make some noise. Keep doing your thing. University of Miami, Manny Diaz has all my respect as well. He's the perfect coach for this situation. No matter what happens from here on out, win or lose, like, I like the fight in this team. They're fighting for their coaches, and then that's what we need.
All right, so big win for the Canes. Let's move on to the fight because this was a big fight weekend. We had the Nate Diaz and Masvidal fight. You had a chance to watch it. I was watching a little bit of the highlights. So, why don't you tell us a little bit what you thought about the fight? And,
I'm just stoked that this is about a Miami guy.
Yeah, right. This is also a big win for Miami, right? This guy you said was training with the.
No. And I'm sorry to interrupt you. Yeah. Not that he didn't train. He did train with big time local fighters down here, but he was in the street fighting rink, like in the backyard fighting rink. Like this guy, look him up, Jorge Masvidal, like. Game bred fighter, like he is been fighting locally with his hands, man. This guy is this guy is a heart of a lion. I can't even express how strong this guy is. His punches, his kicks, the way that I saw him hit Nate Diaz, bro. I've seen quite a few fights. Like I'm not gonna say I've seen a bunch, all of Nate Diaz's fights, but man, the way that Nate Diaz was getting kicked and punched, bro. Like the kicks he took to the midsection. Props to you, Nate. Like, you took those like a G and still stood up. But that should look like it broke his ribs.
Well, it looked at, like, just watching the recap of the fight, I mean, he charged him, and, like, it looked like he just took Nate Diaz's energy right from the get-go, right? I mean, Nate Diaz went down. He was on the floor for, like, a full minute or two. Yeah. And it was just kind of, like, one-sided from there.
And then Nate tried to do it again. Yeah. And then the refs jumped in and said, no, let him up. But Jorge was going to beat his ass regardless, no matter what. And everyone's like, oh, the ref stopped it. The ref stopped it. It's because the ref, Nate didn't win. I will say this. Nate Diaz has come out when you think he's about to be just beat into a pulp and just be done, and he comes and wins the fight. But he was not going to do that against Masvidal. Masvidal was going to baptize him like he said he was going to do. It just, luckily, the ref came in and said, nah, I can't let this continue. Because if it would have continued, there was potential of him possibly like going blind in that eye. So... you got to stop the fight. You can't keep going at that point. But they're gonna
baptized in his own blood.
Oh yes, straight up. And then they said right after they're gonna fight again, and it's a good thing. But Nate Diaz, you got to give yourself a little more time to heal. Those cuts and stuff you cut very easily. That they were saying that after the fight, the last fight he had, like the man just came back 2.5, 3 months to the next fight. He needed a little bit more time to heal from those cuts. That last fight he got in, I saw it. Yep. He was bleeding just like this one, but he won it. You thought he was going to lose, but he won it. But, bro, he wasn't going to do that against Masvidal. Like, Masvidal had a little cut right here, bro. That's it.
That dude looks like a beast.
Dude, the way he was getting, when he was starting to get punched, he was laughing and smiling like, all right, come on, let's go. You ready now? All right, fight. Let's fight for real. Yep. But you could tell he also felt bad for Nate, and he had respect for him. He didn't want to overkill him, But he looked like he could have done way more than he did, bro. Nate's good. He's a good shit talker, bro, but go look for Connor or something, Nate, because you don't want it with Jorge, bro. Sorry. I'm just being honest. 305 guy or not, I would have been a fan of Jorge Masvidal if he was from New York. It doesn't even matter. The way that guy is, I like people like that. I got a lot of respect for a guy like that.
So a big Miami week in general, right? Across the board, from fighting to hockey to football to basketball. This is as good as it gets for Miami sports. Coming up next weekend, Dolphins at the Colts, visiting Indianapolis. What do you think of that game? Quick preview.
I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah. I swapped up Indianapolis' defense last week.
Of course.
Of my leagues. So I'm home. Not hoping, but I have a feeling that, it's going to be a little bit tougher for them.
Sure.
Going up there and trying to actually, this team is ready. That they
know
the
dome, especially if they get T.Y. Hilton back.
Yes.
Right?
T.Y. is probably not coming back, but if Jacoby Brissett's injury is not that serious, they'll be fine because they got such a good quarterback from New England.
Well,
man.
I
Like,
picked up Jacoby Brissett in fantasy specifically for this game, so I'm plugging him into my lineup for sure. Nothing against my Dolphins, but you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
The Hurricanes host Louisville.
That's gonna be a big game.
Yeah, that'll be a big game as
Big
well.
game. Mhm.
And as we talked about the Heat going that West Coast trip, going over to Denver and to Phoenix and then to the Lakers. So fun week of sports that we get to look
Really
forward
looking
to.
forward to it. Really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great time. It's a great time for Miami sports right now. Embrace it. Enjoy it, fans. You know, it's not always like this. If you're a real sports fan, you know it's not always like this.
Yeah. It's
So-
a good time to be in Miami. It's
You
nice
know,
and warm.
Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins could suck. It's
Sports
okay.
is heating up.
You know, Miami Dolphins are still enjoyable. They're being competitive, even though they're losing. Whatever, I still enjoy watching them. The Heat are just a pleasure to watch, and University of Miami, man, we just got a gritty little team over there. I'm not a big Panthers fan, but they made a lot of moves this offseason to shore up this team. Supposedly they're really doing their thing as well. I am a Panthers fan. I was just not a big hockey guy, just being honest. So.
All right, well, that concludes our show for this week. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube. If you're checking us via Spotify, Apple Music, please subscribe there as well. Leave a review, thumbs up, whatever they do on whatever platform. That really shows us that we're doing something y'all like, and we keep doing it. We're gonna keep doing these things once a week, and then maybe hopefully take it from there.
You know, the more y'all like it, the more we'll be on. The more, you guys show us a little bit of love. We'll be very appreciated, and we'll definitely reciprocate.
That's right. So thanks, y'all. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Bye.
Hey, you try to get over, you're gonna